What's up everyone, MK Tom Brady here, and in this video I want to talk about startup frames. Now, Mortal Kombat 11 breaks down all frame data information into 6 individual categories, one of them being startup, and in this video we're going to take a look at that category. So, startup frames is the game's way of telling you exactly how fast or slow an attack is. It's telling you, hey, this is how long it takes for you to get this attack on screen to the point in which it can hit and damage the opponent. The lower this number is, the faster the move is. And the higher this number is, the slower this move is. So when we look at Jackie's crouching jab, her down one, it says this move has a startup of 7. Then we take a look at Sub-Zero's down one, and it says this move has a startup of 6. 6 is the lower number, 6 is lower than 7. Hence, the lower number is the faster move. This means Sub-Zero's down one is faster than Jackie's down one. If both of these characters were next to each other doing this move at the exact same time, Sub-Zero's down one would win because it's the lower number, hence it is faster, hence it wins this exchange. Now I want to take a look at an example of a certain situation here, or a couple of situations that I hear people talk about all the time. I hear them say, question why is this happening, etc. And I want to take a look at this situation here. So here's Jax's forward and 3. The frame data on this move is a startup of 9. Now I want to take a look at Scorpion's forward 3, and this move starts up at 13. Now obviously, even if you don't know frame data, you understand that 9 is faster than 13. It doesn't take a genius to understand this. But if you don't understand how frame data works in fighting games, you may not realize just how much faster this really is. You see, obviously, you say, okay, it's only 4 frames faster, but if you don't know frame data or don't understand how to apply it, you might say, well, 4 is not a very big number. How much of a difference is 4 frames really? And if you don't really understand how frame data works, you don't realize that 4 is a drastic difference when it comes to one move being faster than another. So the fact that Jax's forward 3 is that much faster is a big deal. So I want to take a look at a scenario here in which the Scorpion player gets their attack on the screen first, and he still loses out. So Scorpion's forward 3 begins to come out, Jax's comes out a little bit later, and yet the Scorpion player's forward 3 loses. Now, I've heard, and I'm sure all of you at home watching this video right now have had situations where you're playing somebody online and they say, hey, I did my attack first. How did your attack win there? I could see my attack is coming out first. Oh, this is some BS. There's something sketchy here. What you have to realize is if you don't understand frame data, the game does not care that you got your attack out first. The game is not recognizing things like, hey, this is some game show and whoever hits the buzzer first wins this exchange. The game doesn't care whose move is coming out first. The game only cares about numbers, the faster number, and how much faster is that number is a big deal. Even though Scorpion is getting his forward 3 out first, Jax's forward 3 is so much faster that he actually can start it later and still win this exchange. So yeah, you did get your move out first, Scorpion player, but that doesn't matter because you're going up against an attack that is so much faster, he can get it on the screen later than you and still win out. Now I want to take a look at another example that's the opposite way. So here we have the faster move, Jax's forward 3, now trading with the significantly slower move. Now, this is a common situation where if this happens to someone, you'll a lot of times hear them say, how did my 9 frame move lose or trade with this 13 frame move? How? I did the faster move and we traded. And they'll say, frame data is random, game is random, sketchy situation, this is random, that's random, you name it and they'll say it. What they don't realize is, yes, you are doing the faster move, but it took you so long to get your attack out that the other guy had his slower attack well into its startup frames already. So by the time you finally get your attack on screen, despite it being faster, you still end up trading here. Not because the frame data is random or because something is sketchy or, I can't believe my faster move lost out, for no reason at all. The reason why this happened is because it just took you too long to get your faster move on the screen. Yeah, of course, your move is faster, and if done at or near the same time, you would win out. But you did it so much later than Scorpion's forward 3 here. Even though you're faster, it just came out too late, and that's why you lost the exchange. A lot of people always say things like that, like they don't understand how their faster move traded or lost in a specific exchange, and this is why. Understanding frame data and how to apply it can not just help you develop strategies and counter strategies, but it can also help you explain, why did I get beat out here? Why did this move trade here? Why, when I got my move out first, did I lose out here? Why did my faster move get beat by the slower move or trade with the slower move? So this really helps explain a lot, and it helps answers a lot of questions for newer players. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more content.